Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Welcome to the Brazilian delegation. Brazilian delegation, where are you? All of you? Please have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. Don't be afraid. We don't bite. If you need something to drink, please order it at the bar with my colleagues. That will help you. Well, so my name, have a seat, just, yeah, come and sit, there is some place. My name is Martine Leclerc. I am the trade counselor for the Wallonia Trade and Investment Office here in Paris. AWEX is the name of our agency. We have a quite broad network of 100 offices, of which one in Brazil, with two colleagues, my equivalent, which is Rodrigo dos Santos, and Julie Dumont, which is our scientific liaison officer there in Sao Paulo. So just to give you a quick introduction, and then we will let you pitch, you and the Belgian company. So welcome at VivaTech in our Belgian booth. We are 10 companies from Brussels and 19 companies from Wallonia, plus 8 other companies in the sport tech. About our ecosystem, I don't know if you are familiar with Wallonia. We are one of the regions of Belgium, which is a country of 11 million people. About 70,000 companies, which is, I know, at the Brazilian level, it's small, but still, we are quite an interesting country, which all these companies are mid-sized companies, small mid-sized companies, 90% small mid-sized companies, but they export quite immediately, because Belgium is a small market, so they need the companies abroad, so you see them quickly exporting. The key, maybe, strategic sectors for Wallonia, we have 6 competitive clusters. Skywind, and I'm not mentioning this one for aeronautic and space, because next week the Salon du Bourget, the Paris Air Show, is starting, and we have a crossover with Brazil and Embraer and your delegation, your Brazilian delegation at Le Bourget. And then we have also the Wagralim, which is our food and food tech sector. We have Greenwind, which is the green technology sector and the green solutions, logistics in Wallonia. And then the BioWin. BioWin, you have to know that about 40% of our export is pharmaceutics and chemicals. So the BioWin cluster is quite a strong international cluster. And finally, the Mecatech for Industry 4.0, and we have several startups here in the booth in Mecatech. So our startups are covering both green tech, fintech, Industry 4.0, retail tech, etc., etc. So we will have more chance to discover them, and I think you received the brochure with their description. So without further notice, just to, let me check, who do I have to start with? I'm calling Experience. Who had a quick meeting afterwards, I know, so welcome, Thiago. And the slides will go down.
Thank you very much. Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Thiago Scaff, I'm the CEO and founder of Experience. We are an edtech specialized in augmented reality technology. One of the main problems in our society is that most of schools are still offering the same education models of 100 years ago. This is for a digital generation of students. This fact brings many negative impacts to these students, like low rates of engagement and learning retention. To face this problem, at Experience we have developed XP Labo. That is a kind of a pocket laboratory where students can learn in a much more fun, practical and modern way. Through the app, students can find more than 90 contents like 3D contents, games, quizzes and etc. for natural science subjects. All the contents are available in 3 languages, English, French, and Portuguese. We also offer teachers training and pedagogical support and analytical reports. We have already validated our project in Brazil and France with more than 500 students. Our business model is a B2B SaaS model, so we focus in K-12 schools with more than 500 students, and the price is only €1 per student per month. It's like less than 1 coffee in Paris. So we are talking about a market for 1 billion euros. So we are talking about like 47 million students in France and Brazil. In Brazil, we are partners with Samsung for sales and product development. In France, we have already the support for Business France, Choose Paris region, Laval Technopole, Argo, and also, of course, Apex Brazil. Our team is an experienced team in the main areas of the business like product, sales, and education. We have a bit more than 2.5 years of life. So far, we have received from Samsung in Brazil the biggest investment in startups in 2021. And also, we have already developed the first version of the product and validated it. And now we are in the go-to-market phase and looking for a seed funding. So for VivaTech and for France, we are looking for a strategic partner for product and sales development, and also some funding to help us for sales, to launch the product in France, and to hire the team and to improve the product. That's it. I invite you to download the app and try our solution. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Thiago. I wish we had that when I was a child at school. The next company that will be presenting? Oh. Did I make a mistake? No? Hmm? Voilà. Here we go. Who is no code? Hello, Lucas. Yes. Nice to meet you.
Hi everyone, I'm Lucas from No Code. I'd like to talk with you about software development teams, how to scale this kind of teams. When you are building your startup, when you grow your sales, you need to grow your tech team. But after a while, you have like 5, 10, 15 guys, and it's really hard to manage them because we need to use the right process, have the right architecture, and also have the right skills. And that's because if you don't have it, you're going to reach the tech bottleneck. It means that if you have a tech bottleneck, your business won't scale. And at No Code, you are building a set of services and products to help your startup to deliver software faster. In terms of services, we are providing specialized devs with specific knowledge and skills to help your team to deliver your solution. Also, process management, because we know that everyone is using Agile and Scrum, but most of teams are not able to implement the best practices. And also, we have a CTO as a service that we support CTO and CEOs to make the business decisions, strategic decisions, and also architecture. In terms of product, we are building Flutter Vision. It's a product that it's a layer between Figma and Flutter. It means that we are building a tool that will help teams to build mobile apps in just a few weeks instead of months. Our most recent success case came from Canada. Uno, it's a dev tool, and BuilderLinks, it's a real estate platform. In Brazil, we have Bugaboo, it's a AR VR platform. All of them will help them with architecture, dev team, and also process management. I'm one of the founders. Bruno is my partner. We have more than 15 years of experience with software development, product development, but we also have an amazing team with 13 people. spread in 13 countries and 11 cities. We're here because we're looking for clients, so if you know any company or startup that are needing help with their tech team, so refer us, please. We're also looking for business partners like venture builders, and also, of course, software developers, because we're always growing our team. Let's make software development faster. Thank you.
Thank you, Lucas. Interesting. Let's see how we can match you with the Belgian delegation. We are into telemedicine with Portal Telemedicine, and I'm welcoming, what is your name? Alexandre.
I'm French. C'est le vert? Hello, my name is Alexandre. I'm French, but I'm working for Portal Telemedicine, a Brazilian health tech that tackle issues like lack of access, cost increase, and data inaccuracy. It all started years ago where we connect small and remote area, like a small clinic in the middle of the Brazilian rainforest, to medical specialists in São Paulo. In that case, it was Paulo with a cardiologist case. Today we have three main products: the telediagnostic platform with AI support, AI and big data as a services, and teleconsultations with vital signs monitoring. How are we able to do that? First, we work on in interoperability so that we can connect more than 90% of medical devices in the world, from Brazil to Belgium. Then, because we gather lots of data, starting in Brazil, a huge country, then we are able to work on big data. We build our own MPI and medication terminology, and since then we work with AI. How does it work? In the field, any clinic can be installed remotely in one day. The nurse or the GP is going to do the exams. The exam is going directly to our platform, where a medical specialist is going to be connected and to do the diagnostic, not by writing, but by clicking on a few cases. So only in a few clicks, you can make a diagnostic. We speed the process of diagnostic by tenfold in cardiology and neurology. And we do that in more than 25 modalities like ECG, ECG, cardiology, X-ray, etc. And then we apply the AI models. So we do pathology detections. So in a chest X-ray, we can detect a broken bone and a nodule stage 1 at the same time with 95% accuracy. And if it's a time-sensitive cases, we put first in the line to be analyzed within 5 minutes. In any case, the physicians don't have knowledge of the AI workflow. He's doing his diagnostic. If his diagnostic is different from the AI, then we send to a second physician for second opinion. We have more than 33 million patients impacted by our platform, so that's half of the French population, for example. More than 2,000 B2B customers, clinic, hospitals, and so on. And one of the most largest healthcare data set available. So that's our team, that's our customer, and some strategic partner like Yunus Impact, Social Impact, or MIT. In terms of traction, we are growing fast in terms of revenues. We are approaching $40 million in Brazil, mostly in Brazil this year. Same thing in operations. Everything with no investment. And now we are looking for $20 million Series A to do the same thing that we did in Brazil, to do it in Europe or to do it in the US, with a very interesting increase of our unique economics, so that we want not to impact 40 million people, but 1 billion people. And for that, we need funding, and we need partner in Belgium, in Europe, and over the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Alexandre. We'll try to hook you up with some of our investing funds. And I just noticed that you have 3 times the Belgian population as impacted by, by your system. Okay. The next person from the Brazilian delegation, Portistix. Do I pronounce it well? Hello, Rafael. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. Can I get it? Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Rafael. I co-founded the startup with the funky name, Ice Partistic, with this fellow over here. Aspartistics is a video intelligence company, and we have as a purpose to help companies in the media landscape to capture, produce, and distribute content in a more efficiently and autonomous way. On to how we do what we do, we spend essentially half of our journey up to this date inside our research facilities, if you will, without a commercial product. And we were adamant that if we were able to make sense of video on a frame-by-frame basis, that there would be a use case, there would be an actual product to sell to clients if we were to do our job properly. So that's what we did, and luckily it proved correct. So what we've accomplished so far through that core technology is being able to help clients do things like clip highlights as they're happening. We are able to help clients tag advertising, again, taking out a process that was historically, manual intensive, people intensive, and laborious. With automation, taking away the buzzwords like AI and computer vision, we essentially have technology that helps clients take away pain points that historically have been, slow and expensive. Again, on to some use cases we have, and back to the technology, the core technology that allows us to understand what happens in video on a frame-by-frame basis. We clip highlights, and we do that by extracting some key points like how high were fans pitching, how excited were announcers and spectators, facial expressions and things like that. We are able to turn a 2-hour live linear video into smaller clips tailored for your cell phones, digital, social, and so on. Again, using the same technology as backbone, we are able to showcase to advertisers, brands, and agencies some sort of validation as to how long their billboards or their digital insertions actually appeared. And on top of that, provide validation such as reports and comprehensive dashboards in the form of valuation and ROI of campaigns. We've been fortunate enough to work with a wide range of clients, all the way from small grassroots leagues to big media rights holders, producers, and distributors. And our main goal here is to foster relationships, business relationships. We hold close ties with the academia, so VivaTech has always proven to be a fortunate place for recruiting and so on. That's it. Please reach out if you have interest.
Thank you, Rafael. I mentioned our competitive clusters, but we have also 1 or 2 or 3 other clusters like Twist, Walloon Technology for... They will mention it. You will speak about Twist, then I'm not speaking, but that could be your entry point to Belgium for the ecosystem. Well, a last company from Brazil, Simplex. That's you? Mr. Joao.
Almost good.
Wait.
Let me set up timer. Okay. Hey, good afternoon. I'm João. Just to know, among you, who is not Brazilian? I see a lot of Brazilian faces, so... Okay, so I'm talking to you guys. I'm João, I'm founder of Simplex. Before I talk about Simplex, which is an SEO company, I'll explain a little bit and very fast what it is. This is Google, you might be familiar with, and this is the result page. So you go there, you search for something, then you have a first result, which is pay it, and then you have a better result that was selected by Google. This is what you want when you have an e-commerce, because it's free and has a lot of value. The problem is, to be here, you have to pay, and money is an issue. To be here, it's nice, but it's not that easy. You need technical knowledge to do it. In Simplex, we find a way to solve this 6 years ago, and we're improving, working in 3 steps. First step, we try to understand how people are searching for a product, whatever it's an e-commerce, a restaurant, what they are writing down in Google. Once you do this, we create a list, a very big list of keywords, and then using our technology, we try to understand if what people are looking for is exactly what you have in your website. Otherwise, we do not use the keyword. Okay, so people are looking, you have this. Last step, we generate the page. And this is the kind of page we generate. What you're seeing here is the Carrefour page in Brazil, generated automatically by our system. So the system chooses the words, chooses the content, chooses the products. And here behind me is the result. So as you can see, we reach around 25 million sessions, which is visits on the website per month, of which 20 comes from the system, which is very strong. For Brazil, it's very strong. But you might say, okay, it works in Brazil because you're Brazilian. That's not true. Here a case in Leroy Merlin in France. By the way, this case is running in Belgium as well. Same result. We can grow the organic traffic, we can grow the total traffic, and we can automate the result with the right result for the client. So with this approach, which is a technology we built, we're able to grow the company. Last year, our revenue was 1.2 million euros, and we're still growing. And we're focused on internationalization, and we're pivoting the company. So we start as a company for retail, and have a lot of retailers around the world. And now we're trying to work with other sectors, such as banking, real estate, and so on. So we're here, first of all, to expose our solution, find partnerships, and expand our market. So thank you, guys. That's a pleasure. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you, Joao. Since you are the last person from Brazil before the rest of the pitch, just to let you know, so if you are looking for a landing hub in Europe, the role of our agency is to help you. Let us know. Voila. The next two companies, and the next speakers, are from Belgium. I'm calling upon Ireland. Is there any? Where is the representative of Ireland? Okay, he was there 2 seconds ago, but I don't see him anymore. So we will go to the next companies. Voila. Ionix. Simon, are you ready?
Hello everyone. I guess that most of you are interested by digitalization, using apps and so forth. And most of whoever is building apps is done probably in this way. And that is basically adding stuff on top of stuff with tools to help stuff and so forth. It becomes a big mess, as you can see. When you think about it, only probably 10% of this is actually useful. The rest is just garbage that has to come bundled with it. So it's the idea of our solution is to only pinpoint and pick what is relevant. And we created a solution that provides the same kind of functionality, but as just a single product. It's easier to maintain, easier to evolve and create your own applications based on this single stack. What can it bring? Well, it brings tremendous economies of scale in terms of machines and processing power. So for instance, instead of paying the cloud for as much money as you can every month, you can actually hire that many people every year by not spending it into cloud services. Just decrease the amount of spending that you have for those services in machines and processing power just by using the proper software underneath it. We have dozens of references today, live projects. The solution is up and running and available today.
Thank you, Simon. A lot of you mentioned AI. Speaking about AI, let me introduce you to Anne-Laure, who is representative today of Trail, the network of all our AI research institutes in Wallonia and Brussels.
Merci, Martim. Primeiro, sejam bem-vindos aqui na França. É um prazer para mim falar para uma delegação brasileira, já que estudei no Brasil faz muito tempo na Universidade de São Paulo. Vou continuar em inglês, claro. Just so briefly, what's a trail? It's basically just, we do not have a legal identity, but basically the idea was to take all the universities with an expertise in AI that are French speaking and all the research center and put them under the same umbrella. We have, of course, partners just like AWEX who are helping us today for businesses. We are also in contact with the Wallonie Bruxelles International for all the research aspect, and we are in contact with a panel of international experts just to make sure that what we're doing we're not reproducing things that are done better elsewhere. We estimate that there are about 600 researchers in AI in Wallonia, and 1 out of 3 are already member of TRAIL. Our mission nowadays, when we speak more and more about AI, is the need to build trust in AI, that we do not, as you might know or not know, Europe has passed the AI Act yesterday. It's going to be a challenge for companies. We've heard pitch that are companies that are willing to come to Europe because they will need to face these regulation, and that's also, we're a neutral player because we're universities and research centers, and we can help also with this. More concretely, in terms of sectors, we're active in energy, manufacturing, media, medicine, and mobility. Some of you have already pitches in these sectors, so there are definitely things that we can do with you. I'm not going to enter into the details here, but just maybe focus on this one last aspect. We have 3 main objectives: to form talents in AI, to encourage the adoption of AI by firms in French-speaking Belgium, but also international outreach, to let people know abroad, like in Brazil, that there is an expertise in AI where we are and that we would be happy to collaborate. Here are the 4 domains in AI. I've mentioned the sectors. Here are the technical domains. So we are strong in human AI interaction. In trusted AI, that's our D09, that's Trusted AI Labs. AI model hybridation, use only AI when you need AI and then combine it with other technologies. Embedded AI, because more and more we think, and Simon has spoke about all this, that maybe the future of AI is not necessarily big clouds, big data, but also more parsimonious AI. And then we work on applicative challenges. Basically, having firms giving us their needs, and so we have our researchers working on more applicative issues. But what I would like to, sorry, I'll go through this briefly because 1 minute and 30, I cannot show all this. Yes, some of you mentioned health, and we would like to have a little focus on this, and I will give the floor to my colleague, Jean-Yves Parfait, because thanks to our strength in the domain, we were able to achieve what's called a TEF, which is a testing and experimentation facility that's part of the European Digital Program, and Jean-Yves will say more about it. Thank you. Sejam bem-vindos de novo, prazer.
Thank you very much. So, a few words about the TEF program that is part of the Digital Europe program. What is this about? The TEF project is a big European project including 50 partners. The aim of the project is to lower the entry barrier of any company willing to develop digital solution for health. You know that it is quite difficult. Access to data is difficult because it is personal data. You have the AI Act that soon will have a profound impact, a big impact on the way we develop AI solution for the health domain. It will not be only administrative, it will have also impact on algorithmic and also the way we deploy AI. The project is led by Hôpital de la Charité in Berlin. You have a network of 10 European, top-class 10 European hospitals and one in Belgium. The Belgian node in Wallonia is responsible for test of digital application for intensive care unit. It is based in Charleroi, and Multitel is part of the project to develop a service offering for company to foster AI adoption for health application in hospital. And thanks to Trail, we will be able to use the network of researchers we have to develop all the needed algorithms to support the next generation and the next certification of AI algorithm in the coming few years. Here we have the service offering will be part of soon of a Center of Medical Application that is backed by the Hospital of Charleroi to have access easily to data for testing, for clinical trial, and so on. And Multitel will be part of this Center of Innovation Center in Charleroi to provide the services based on AI. There will be a full and integrated offer coming from the very start of the project, ideation, hosting services for company, an incubator also is part if you need funding, and then for all the phases of development, you will have assistance on different parts, certification, regulation, and at the end, services for industrialization and deployment. This is an illustration of that. So you have the product development, and inside one place, you will be helped for every step of the product development. So it is not for, yeah. So thank you very much.
Merci Jean-Yves. So I invite you to discuss afterwards together. Well, just before taking our big picture in front of the desk, I invite Julie Dumont for the closing word.
Boa tarde, bom après-midi a tous. Muito obrigada à delegação brasileira estar aqui hoje, à Apex também, para convidar todo mundo. Merci à la UX. Eu sou Julie, I am Julie Dumont. I am scientific counselor for Wallonie-Bruxelles International in Brazil. My role is to help you guys, if you identify synergies, to help you concretize them. So I can help you identify grants to collaborate with universities or research centers. What I think is important to highlight today is that we have fundings for SMEs and research centers through a collaboration program, which is a European program, ERANET. One part is for SMEs, IRA SME, and the other part is for CORNET, for research centers. And this is a collaboration that goes through, on the Brazilian side, the EMBRAPI system. EMBRAPI is a network of 62 research centers. They are competent in all technical areas, and they work on the basis of a public-private partnership, just like the front offer. So another funding tool that I think it's worth mentioning is the Beware grants that allow Brazilian researchers to go to Belgium in Wallonia and perform a research and a development half-time in a company and half-time in a university or research center. So I am at your disposal to help you go further in your projects of innovation and development. And I now call Adamita, my colleague from Apex, to introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. I am Adamita. I look like Japanese, but my heart is Brazilian. I was born in Brazil. I work for Apex Brazil. That's the Brazilian Trade Promotion Organization. And I would like to thank for the Belgian pavilion for this invitation, and it was very, very nice to know more about your startups, your initiatives. And please, if you need any information from Brazil, I'd like that you look for our website, www.apexbrazil.com.br. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Adamita. Arigatou gozaimasu. Well, I invite you all for the final picture, no? Let's have a nice picture that we can put on our social networks. Don't be afraid. Allez, all the Brazilians, come on. Brazil, where are you?